In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of a great kingdom rests on the shoulders of a young boy.
Hello Merlin fans, welcome to the first DVD commentary of Series 2. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm Bradley James.
And I'm Colin Morgan.
And this is The Castle. Say what you see, again, all over again.
It's going to be Say What You See. It's very, oh, what's the name? This is a great start to the DVD. I can't even think of the film that this reminds me of.
Should have thought about your reference.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. I can see how that one would be hard to remember.
Yes.
So they filmed this in a studio in Cardiff, and, well, not that bit where he is there. They filmed that in caves.
Did you hear about this at the start, that they were trying to the set wall that they're breaking through is built, obviously, but they built it so well that they couldn't break through it.
They couldn't break through it.
So they had to make it a bit easier.
Merlin!
Yes, sir?
Are you deaf? That's number one of the...
Let's count how many times.
Yeah, counting times
You're
after top off for this
One.
episode. One. Are we counting within each scene, or...?
Might as well count the number of X's in X-Men. That's how many times it happens. That's what X-Men fans do. Have you heard about that?
No.
They yeah, they watch the X-Men films and count how many X's they can see throughout
Oh
the
my
movies.
word.
Yeah.
I'd rather just watch the film.
Yeah.
But fair enough, whatever floats your boat. This guy actually, this chap here, he's a supporting artist. I think actually does quite a good job, because obviously it's not very long, his performance. From that noise you should probably get that he's dead, but sometimes you require supporting artists to do a little bit more than most of the others, and I think this guy kind of pulled it out of the bag, really.
Yeah, but even after he was, I mean, in some of the scenes that happened throughout this, or in the tomb, he had to lie there dead for quite a bit, and we did spend quite a long time on that. This
treasure chamber, we filmed, in fact it's not this scene, but we'll let you know when the scene is. It's straight after the credits. We must have filmed it 3 times, I think.
This bit really shocked me when I first seen it.
This is a bit where Angel jumped.
Yeah.
In the the first time we saw this was at the BFI, the British Film Institute, in Waterloo.
Yeah.
And we had a screening for the first episode of the second series, and we lots of fans were invited, and we did a Q&A at the end as well. And it was the first time we were watching it, and I think there was a bit of what's the word? Anxiety, perhaps. So, because we hadn't seen it, we didn't know if it was, what we were going to think about it. And so the audience were in there watching it with us at the same time. And I was sat next to Angel, and she hit the roof when she saw that guy turned over.
So this is the scene that took Des and Des to film, and that was not consistently either. It would be a day, and then they would watch it and it didn't quite work. We had to come back and do it again. And this is actually the council chambers that has been reinvented into an old tomb.
The castle chambers gets redesigned quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think through this series I can think of 2 or 3 things it's been turned into. 3 at 12, at 8.
Yeah.
This one. And the council chambers itself, don't we?
Of course.
It's used as a number of rooms, which the set team do quite a good job of sort of dressing out.
How did he die? He seems to have unwittingly triggered a trap here to deter grave robbers. Well, there's plenty.
The issue with this scene, and I suppose why we were trying to refilm it, was because it was booby trap. There could be a booby trap anywhere, so it was a case of how do we actually move around in a tomb. that could be filled with traps, and looks like we just kind of ignored it in the end, didn't we?
Well, one take we did, none of us moved. We all kind of walked into the room. Someone went, "There's booby traps," and we stood still for the rest of the scene. And
this tomb.
I don't think that was quite.
This is one of my favourite scenes in the film. I think Mackenzie does it so well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Only with the keys.
Well, Tom as well. I
Yeah.
think the combination, they both kind of
Who's got the keys?
set it up quite nicely.
You must think I'm stupid, huh? I'm not telling you that.
Of course not. Bright light like knows what that sort of
He really used his Welsh accent to the max there. It
Yeah,
was great.
yeah.
You don't want everyone to see. Believe me, this place is full of thieves and fingersmiths. Put it in
Mackenzie with his impressive hair there. It's,
Which one?
he might not appreciate me saying this, but not much of that is his own hair.
Yeah, with a beard.
But it looks cool.
That one.
Yeah.
That's such a great look, isn't it?
I got my eye on it. Thank you.
So who's got the keys?
We find ourselves doing a few scenes where they need to bring in the strangest people they could possibly bring in. We filmed last week for Ep 13. In fact, the
13.
last episode of the series, they managed to find the strangest people, I think. In
2.
2. Yeah. Nice one. Because of course I really need to have my shirt off to put a key in that drawer, don't I?
Yeah.
This got a very big laugh in the screening.
I think they quite like the idea of using me as a
We're using
footstool.
it as a footstool, not the pratfall off the horse. But
That too.
Do you want me to fit the girth properly for you, son?
Thank you.
It's an honour to be of service to the prince.
is that Torrento?
Do you hear that, Merlin?
Allow me the
My
honour
overexcited horse.
of brushing your clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Can't stop moving.
That was me.
The honour.
Anything else
My
I can do for you,
the
sir?
horse has
Well,
the
you give Merlin
mentality
here
of a
kick at the
6-year-old on a
backside.
sugar rush.
I won't wish to deprive
Whereas
My
Collins,
horse.
Collins, you could mistake for a statue if you painted it. It could, do you know, it'd have a very good chance of being one of those acts on Covent Garden where they have these blokes who
Yeah.
paint themselves gold and stand still. Your horse, Cora,
Yeah.
could literally paint itself gold and just stand there all day and make
Yeah.
some money in Covent Garden. I really like that bit because I didn't realise quite so much the sort of jealousy aspect
Yeah.
reading it, and I think the way you played that kind of really brought that out. Well done.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well done.
Cheers. Although what Mackenzie was doing sort of off-screen quite a lot wasn't too hard to really act that kind of frustration. Guys is onto something. Avoid that trap. Say what you see.
Should we start the introduction again? Hi Merlin fans, this is a game of Say What You See. Today we have playing Colin Morgan.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember?
I remember this very well because the entire, you can see a nice sort of smattering of purple and white flowers there. The white is garlic.
Hmm.
Were we in France?
No, I was in Wales.
I was in Wales.
Mm.
And the garlic did not let up. Normally you get used to a smell if you're near it for long enough. Not that.
Mm.
It just,
The whole place just stank the
Yeah.
whole time, didn't it? Didn't bother that boar though.
no.
He kept going and going
He's-
after every take, didn't he?
He's
It's a real
French.
boar.
You have to bring in a French boar to handle
Yeah.
the garlic.
There he goes.
Fair enough.
He's had a bit too much garlic, probably.
yeah.
Bit riled.
Gonna knock me out with his breath in a
Yeah.
minute.
I'm gonna stop him. Oh, bad breath at bay.
In a minute, you'll see the last heartbeats of it. There you
There
go.
you go.
Just that. That is. Was that Big
That
J's
was
hand?
Big J.
Big J, just with his hand underneath the rug.